Welcome to the thought for today with Monica Kincaid. This thought is about maintaining our faith and our hope and our trust in Jesus. He alone is our helper, our friend, and He loves each of us so dearly. Our encouragement for today is Jesus is going to show up. I like to use the phrase spiritual amnesia when I speak about certain topics. Amnesia is a term that means to have a loss or a gap in memory, the selective overlooking or ignoring of events or acts. In the earthly realm, people who experience amnesia, they forget their loved ones and they forget dates, events, or even their age. In a sad comparison, some believers have forgotten who Jesus is, the risen King, the one who was and is the beginning, thus causing some believers to have what I like to call spiritual amnesia. However, regardless of your current situation, I am crazy enough, y'all, today to tell you that Jesus is going to show up. There are numerous instances of Jesus, the pre-incarnate, that appear in the Old Testament, and it brings me to Hagar in Genesis chapter 16. Verses 5 and 6 inform us, Then Sarai said to Abram, This is all your fault. I put my servant into your arms, but now she's pregnant. She treats me with contempt. The Lord will show who's wrong, you or me. Abram replied, Look, she is your servant, so you deal with her however you see fit. Then Sarai treated Hagar so harshly that she finally ran away. Then verse 7 tells us the angel of the Lord found Hagar beside a spring of water in the wilderness along the road to Shur. I can imagine that Hagar felt isolated, y'all, felt confused. She was only a servant girl doing what she was instructed to do. But I thank God today that Jesus showed up for Hagar, and He promised her in verse 10 that she will have more descendants than she could ever count. In Luke chapter 4, verses 38 and 39, Jesus shows up for Peter's mother-in-law, who is ill and has a fever. As a result of his friend's unwavering faith, Jesus again showed up in Mark chapter 2, verses 1 through 12 to heal a paralytic who had been lowered from the roof. Every one of us must believe what God says in His Word. One of my favorite scriptures to remind myself that Jesus is going to show up is found in Proverbs chapter 3, verses 5 and 6. The NIV says, Trust in the Lord with all your heart and lean not on your own understanding. In all your ways, acknowledge Him, submit to Him, and He will make your path straight. We all know that old saying that says, He may not come when you want Him, but He's always on time. Well, yes, His timing, not mine and not yours. Therefore, we must examine James chapter 1 when discussing having faith in God and overcoming our trials. Verses 2 through 4 serve as a reminder. It says, Dear brothers and sisters, when troubles of any kind come your way, consider it an opportunity for great joy. For you know that when your faith is tested, your endurance has a chance to grow. So let it grow. When your endurance is fully developed, you will be perfect and complete, needing nothing. Yes, y'all, troubles will come, but it is for our good so that you and I can grow to be perfect, complete, lacking and needing nothing. You and I must stand flat-footed on God's word and believe Him, because Jesus, y'all, He's going to show up. This final verse will prove conclusively that Jesus is going to show up. So I want to leave it with you. James chapter 1 verse 12. It encourages us by saying God blesses those who patiently endure testing and temptation. Afterward, y'all, they will receive the crown of life that God has promised to those who love him. Y'all, Jesus is going to show up. Why? Because that is who he is. Can we just put our confidence today in our God, in Jesus? Jesus shows up, y'all, for those who seek him. He delivers those who are his. Jesus is the God who never fails because he is gonna show up. If this content is a blessing to you, please like, subscribe, and share. I hope and pray that you will cast all of your cares on Jesus, because Jesus, y'all, is gonna show up. May God's blessings overflow you. Until next time.